What's up, guys? My name is Victor and welcome to my YouTube page, which is all about helping people navigate their spiritual ascension process. And today's video is going to be an overview of what I'm sensing that you can expect over the course of all of 2016 as a whole. Okay, it's a very big turning point year for us. And almost every year prior to this in itself was kind of a big turning point, but this is, compared to the past 5 years, the time to be alive. This is the real deal, okay? I'm picking up 4 different themes for the year of 2016. It's a year of letting go. Many years have been about letting go, but this is where you truly get to let go and not have this shit come back. The year of liberation. Liberation from all those things that you thought you let go of and keep creeping back. You get to finally really, truly unburden yourself and let go of all of those things. It's the year of illumination. You become truly awake, truly enlightened, and truly where you're experiencing all these spiritual principles that you've been learning about and reading about, and they resonate, but now you'll get to actually live from that state of more of a unified consciousness, more consistently connected to your divine nature, more psychic at all times, less and less of these ups and downs and like, you're connected and then cut off. You're going to become connected this year. And as a result, that's like more of the internal changes within our consciousness. It's going to be mirrored in the external world. I believe sometime during this year, we're going to start to really see very noticeable upon the whole world stage sparks of change and rapid transformation. Because each of those themes are so very profound, I'm going to kind of touch upon each one. So starting with letting go, there's going to be a lot of letting go this year. A lot of, again, revisiting issues that you may have thought you have dealt with. They're going to come back and you're going to experience them on a deep core level. And then you'll get to truly, from this massively expanded consciousness that you now have, see it with a level of clarity and depth that you've never been able to see. And that'll allow you to finally let it go. And simply because you can now recognize from a logical perspective that these issues, they have no need to be carried around. They're not who you are. You were never these issues, these these like egoic aspects of your identity that kind of flare up. You were never that. It was always just an illusion, just a result of your closed off consciousness. But that is no more. And you can finally let them go and not have them come back again. This can manifest in a lot of different ways. It's not easy. That sounds like a nice end effect, but the process is very difficult. I'm not going to try to say this year is going to be easy, because it's not. It's going to be fucking treacherous, because you're getting to the depths of your core, deep, problematic issues that have been causing you to, that have been influencing your life in a negative way your entire life, and you get to finally confront those on a very clear level and let those go. But oftentimes the way it happens is that you temporarily notice that you're exhibiting those old behaviors that stem from your old beliefs and your old issues, but you're aware now. So like, why am I doing this? But you can't help yourself at the same time. There's a period where you are taken over by this energetic state of being, and you're just acting all this out, meanwhile you're like sitting up here watching yourself like, why am I doing this? This is ridiculous. And many times during this like final flare up, your behavior is even that much more extreme and obvious and blatantly like not in alignment with who you know yourself to be. And then there's a period of like breaking away from that and seeing, whoa, geez. Again, you get to see the manifestation of these deeply held core issues in a very clear and concise and obvious way. And then as you go through these, you will get to finally let them go. Okay? So a lot of this year is going to be about that. Also, the year of illumination. So what does that mean? Even during our awakening, over the past 5 years, where, say 3 years ago, for example, we might be so much more clear and expanded than like 10 years ago, even up until recent past, we have still been sort of sleepwalking, even in the midst of our awakening. This is the year where you really get to wake up and see, oh my goodness, even who you were 3 months ago might seem absurd. And clearly, a life situation that is simply the result of someone who is freaking sleepwalking, even in the recent past. The degree of your illumination is going to be profound. As you let go of these core issues, your consciousness is going to be so expansive, less cluttered with all this baggage, and you're just going to be able to like see the truth, what's always been there but has been blocked by all your karmic, egoic baggage, energetic, emotional crap and yuck that's just been obscuring your consciousness. It's going to, as it unloads, you will become very open and very clear, and you'll start to almost see yourself, your friends, your family, your life, everything for the first time. And it's profound. You'll be surprised at who you really are. You'll be surprised at what you really enjoy doing, what your purpose is going to be. All these things will be very exciting and liberating and like, wow, I am this. You're going to truly realize how powerful, how enlightened, how connected, how spiritual, how psychic, how awesome, how strong, how courageous you actually are. Any indication of anything contrary to what I just said is only an illusion, and this is the year where you get to let go of those illusions and step in to your potential. Start to actually become a more grounded version of the strongest version of yourself. And as I mentioned, a lot of what I just spoke about is a result of you becoming truly liberated. We've been sort of like on the spin cycle for a long time now. You know, stuff has been coming up, we see it, we assume we let it go, and then it comes back. And we've been seeing all these different faces and levels to our issues. And in the beginning, you know, several years ago, it was more like surface stuff, moving around, changing job, changing relationship, moving out of state, yada yada. A lot of these superficial sort of changes, which is still kind of big. And we've been getting deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And this is like, finally, we're like in the pits of our own like mucky hell, basically. And we're going to confront our deepest, darkest, freaking like most influential fears and anxieties and phobias and traumas that we've held on to. And again, as we allow this stuff to kind of bubble up for the last time, you're going to start to experience yourself very, very light, very clear, and very liberated. This year will be a massive like contraction and expansion. The contraction is where you're confronting all that stuff I was talking about. And the expansion is you get to experience a little while of what it's like to live without that, in absence of all that stuff you just contracted and let go of. Okay? So it's going to be a little like up and down, but you will get little tastes and glimpses of your potential degree of connectedness and higher states of consciousness. And it's truly liberating. It's exciting. It feels amazing. As I said, this is the year where you truly learn of your own ability to actually walk the walk. It's one thing to say, oh yeah, love and light. It's another thing to feel compassion for all of humanity. Truly. Not just something you're saying, something you want to believe down the line, something now, in your moment. You will feel it, you will be it. And therefore, you will start acting like it. And as you start to act and take action more and more from your true, core, authentic self, that's when your world starts to change. It's not that you're just going to do a bunch of clearing and then your world just going to kind of, ooh, we shifted. No. You are going to start just taking more enlightened action in your own life, and you will slowly redo everything. You will rebuild your life. Right now, we've been breaking it down, stripping away all the crap that has not been working, and now you will get to experience yourself at this higher level of consciousness more consistently, and therefore, again, your action is going to reflect that. You will be able to achieve your goals very quickly. You will become financially secure and abundant finally. You will feel good physically. All the things that you've been neglecting, you're going to have to start to deal with. But you'll want to deal with it. You'll feel inspired to do so. And in the process of attacking your greatest weaknesses, that's where you really you'll discover how courageous and how strong you really are. And you will start to walk with this like wise, badass aura about you because of what you've gone through. This year might also have great sparks of change in the collective events that people notice. That again, you might not experience the new earth now, this year, but there will be things that come to light that really start to shake up humanity in a way that they've never been shaken before. And that's why we are coming into our own alignment now, because people will need to see that not everybody is freaking out. They will need to see grounded, loving human beings unfazed by the illusions being projected on the mainstream level, in the mainstream media, by the governments, the corporations, with this election coming up. Most people will find themselves quite frazzled by it. And that's why you will be one of the awakened ones. Not to teach them anything, not to help, not to tell them what to do, no. Just to be yourself. Humanity as a whole has been living in a dream. You are not to shake them awake. You are not to tell them what to dream. You are simply here to enter their dream, to pop into their dream in the peripheral, in the background. But your light will be so bright that some will notice that you're in their dream. And those who are ready will be drawn to you. Not so you can teach them. Again, I want to make that very clear. You're not here to teach anybody anything. You're here to be. You're here to be an alternative expression of the potential of a human being who is embodying higher consciousness. When you're grounded in your being, when you're aligned, you will see the world so differently. You will express yourself and your unique life very differently. And people need to see that. That's why we're here. To be the examples, to be the change we want to see in the world. So this year, take it very seriously. Don't be sloppy. Don't wuss out when you're confronted with your bullshit. Face it. If you don't do this, no one else is going to. You think the rest of the masses are going to be like, no, left to their own devices, they are fucked. They need people to awaken. People like you to get off their ass, confront their fears, act courageously and boldly when guided to do so, and don't think twice about it. A lot of us have been longing for this time, which is now. So be ready to step into your role as a leader, as a master, as an ambassador for what a human being could be. You will experience yourself in a very different way this year. But to do so, you have to really dig deep and be strong and bold and act without hesitation. You have to start acting like the master that you are.